Morning, Mike.
Good to see you. Well, on the phone you had told me a little bit about some of these cover crops. You still sticking to that program?
I tell you, I've never been so excited about some things we got going here.
This is obviously this plot. You just got done telling me that we may not have corn here for deer season, which is not what I wanted to hear. But are you seeing this same type of pressure in other areas of the farm?
Deer degradation from year to year has been a problem for us as a farm. It's very real to us because obviously when you see this kind of damage in something other than a food plot, there's an economic cost to that. What we're trying to do is work hand in hand with IDNR, document the issues and the locations on the farm, and then request. Yeah, there's an application process. They come out, we show them the damage that's taking place, and then if it's justified, then they will issue permits.
Yeah, and then we'll execute on those permits for you,
yeah.
And then we're going to donate all the meat through Cass Meats. Well, it is work time here at the Grigsby, and it's time to start taking some of these does out for the degradation permits that the state of Illinois has issued to the farm. Got one Savage up here. Gonna get her sighted in. It's a 270. Need to make one quick adjustment here, but we're pretty much on. We are sighted in, ready to kill some does. Well, we're gonna go out. We got a little bit of daylight left. We've been working hard, doing a bunch of stuff here on the farm, but we're gonna try to get a few of these does killed. We were checking crops today, and Randy Leka, the farm manager, was showing us some of the bean fields. They're just absolutely getting destroyed. So I told him we'd focus these doe tags that the state has issued on these bean fields for him to try to help out, because it is pretty dang bad. We've been doing this the last couple of years. It really helps out with some of the crop degradation that they have here at the farm. It also helps us with our doe management because it gives us the ability to kill a few extra deer and keep our ratios a little bit closer anyway. So we're just gonna ease up and down this road here, and some of these hills we can look down on them. Some of these fields are in the bottom, so we're gonna see if we can't get them. Oh, there they are. I didn't think they'd be that close. Make sure they're does real quick before we get up here, but there's multiple deer here. It's a nice doe right here below us. There's another one on the other side of the creek too. I'm just gonna slip up here and get set up. They don't know we're here. Can you see the one right there? Okay. Let's get her. We got her. We just snuck up here on top of this hill, looking down on these beans, and these deer are just destroying them. I know the farm will be happy that we killed one of their bean eaters, but nice thing about that doe is we've watched her for a long time. She doesn't have a fawn, so that's cool. Try to get these old barren does off. I mean, that's a big old doe. Sit here a minute and make sure that's it. Another doe just walked out. Perfect. He went right over. It did go over? Mm-hmm. Huh. If she stops, I'll just put it right on her and let it eat. Who's still on her? Is she wagging her tail like that? She just fell down. Gun's clear. 2 does, same spot. Worked out perfect. That one ran like I might have missed her. I thought for a second. I was like, oh, the Savage is on. But I didn't. She just ran a little bit and then piled up. Both those does don't have fawns, which is awesome. And then we don't have to worry about that. So, you know, these are crop degradation tags. So that's what makes it legal to be able to do this. This is the coolest part about this is we're going to donate all this meat to the local soup kitchen. Cast Meats processor here locally that we use does a great job, and they take care of facilitating that for us. So we're going to go gut these deer, and then we're going to take them down to Cast Meats, and some less fortunate folks are going to have some good eating out of this too. So good story all the way around. Well, we are back at the organic field here that we started a couple weeks ago. We came out here when you guys were actually, he had a new toy out here ripping up some of the ground and working this up, and you started that story. You know, we want to keep, as the season goes on, keep telling the progress of what you're doing with this field and why you're doing it and the methods and all those things. So kind of, it's green now. What happened?
It's green, Mike. I tell you, we couldn't have planned this any better. I'm smiling from ear to ear when I come out and see this. We've just hit this perfect. I think, as you can tell when you look out across there, and you know, this is just newly emerged. But look at the evenness of that stand.
Yep.
And not only that, but as we said, this is an 8-way mix. What we're trying to do here is ramp up microbial activity.
Okay.
So we're trying to stimulate our soil health. And there's a symbiotic relationship between these plants, the roots, and the sugars they exclude through the roots that feed the microbes.
Okay.
So the more diversity that we have here, the more diversity we get in microbes. What we'll be able to tell is, a little as this stuff starts getting bigger and the different growth rates, is we're going to be able to identify each species that's out of here,
Yep.
show the different plant structure, the rooting structure, and just generally the kind of biomass that can be created with this kind of seeding.
All I can say is that as you convert more and more fields to organic, you know, if you're going to be planting stuff like this, put some of it close to the timber.
Right. Well, and I think what we're doing, we're just increasing the holding capacity for wildlife.
The carrying capacity
and
of this property
whitetail,
goes up.
But this is going to be very upland game beneficial as well.
Yeah,
and
rabbits, birds, you know, your quail, your pheasants, all that stuff.
It's comprehensive. So
absolutely.
I think we'll be able to see that in future visits.
Probably have some geese landing in this thing too.
You never know.
Very good. Well, let's. You want to move on and